Guys, so now we will finally going to make our API which we have created using Python and artificial intelligence, that is AI, especially ChatGPT. So that API we will now going to make it online, okay? So other people can use your API and you can make money with it. But before that, before you can make money, it's very much important to host this API online to services like DigitalOcean. Okay, so how we can do that? First of all, my friends, I will going to suggest you to go to this particular blog, okay, and scroll down and then just click here to let's host application programming interface, that is API. Okay, so after you will come here, right? First thing what you need to do is that you have to click here, okay, so that you can just go to DigitalOcean, right? And we have to create one account totally for free, and you will going to get $200 free credit using my link, okay? Or you can just type this, that is my-link.in/DigitalOcean, okay? Everything in small, and then you will going to get some extra benefits like $200 free credit, okay, which you can use to start for free your API. That's it. Amazing, right? So let's click on get started button. You will see something like this. Okay, so now you can just sign up using GitHub or Google, whatever you want. Okay, so let's use, let's say, GitHub, okay, or you can just use any other one. Okay, so click on authorize DigitalOcean. Let's wait. Verify. Pick the zebra. Okay, man, where's zebra, buddy? Okay, one done. Zebra. I guess this one. Great. Oops. Okay, pick the zebra. Strange. Zebra. Okay, done. So they just ask for verification. Okay, so let's go ahead. And great. What do you plan to build? DigitalOcean, let's say an website. You can just select anything, doesn't matter that. Let's say an API. What is the role? Let's say student. What is your monthly spend? Anything you can select. It's totally up to you. Click on submit button. And now, my friends, you have to put the payment detail, okay, so that after the free trial, that means when you will going to get 200 free credits on your account for 60 days, you can use it for absolutely free. Try it, use DigitalOcean, make familiar with DigitalOcean. Then they will going to charge you money, because you can imagine that you are hosting one API on online service, so of course they will going to charge you money, right? Any services, right? So you can just add card, okay, and then, my friends, after you will going to add card, you can just simply click on save payment methods. After you will going to put each and everything, okay, and after you will put charge, they will just going to charge some temporary charge, and they will also going to reverse that means they will return back you that amount within a week, okay. Then after that, just click on save payment method. So guys, after you will basically going to create your account inside DigitalOcean. It's very simple and easy. After you will put payment, they will going to redirect you to the dashboard, and this is how it will going to look. And you can also use some other platforms. I will going to provide the link in later on, okay, like Google Cloud, Amazon, AWS, Microsoft. You can use your own VPS server like Contabo and DigitalOcean. So we are using our own VPS server, okay, for DigitalOcean, but you can use other services as well. I will attach the link, so when you will going to come to this blog, okay, or article, you will see all the links we have attached here. Okay, so that's it. So after you are going to create your DigitalOcean account, you just need to do some more few things. Okay, first of all you have to copy this command, that is pip install withres. Okay, you have to copy this. Make sure that do not copy anything else, the space like this. Some people just copy the space, don't copy that. Okay, and after you will do this, my friends, you just need to go to your again Python file, just open it and just go to terminal, and here just paste that thing. Okay, pip install withres and click on enter. But in my case is rare, I will going to use Python 3, but in your case you have to use pip install withres. Click on enter button and you have to basically install it. Okay, so in my case it's already installed. Now what you need to do, my friends, is that you have to copy this code like this, copy that, go here and paste it here like this. Great, right? If in your case it's already here, so no problem. Okay, because Python, or sorry, ChatGPT gives different code to different users. So in your case, if this is not available, so just paste it, otherwise you can leave it. Okay, now my friends, we have to edit here. Okay, so you can see this particular file, right? So this is the same file here which you can see, if name. So this is now in debug mode. Okay, you can see you all will going to have this type of thing. So guys, here we just add to we just need to add hash. Okay, so basically hash stops this debug mode. Okay, so your code will look like this, you can see here like this. Okay, so let's add it. I will just go to the front and I will going to put slash. So you can see we have stopped this code to work like this. Okay, super, right? And after that, my friends, we just need to put this code here like serve. Just copy that. Make sure that you do not copy any space or anything like that. Okay, and paste it over here. That's it. Great. So we have basically done a lots of things. Okay, or wait, let me just see why it's showing this error. Okay, wait, now let me just add it here. Okay, so after you will make this change, make sure you just go ahead and save this, right? And now we are using, my friends, withres, right? So we have to go to the requirements.txt file, and here we have to add one more thing. So you can just open new terminal if you want. Okay, and here we will going to add the withres requirements. Okay, so we can just run this code again. So make sure that your file name is requirement.txt, which we have created, that is requirement.txt. Okay, so there only we have to use it. Just copy that and you can just run it. Okay, in your case, just run this file, click on enter button, but in my case I will going to use 3. Great, now just run it, and now you will see you know, there will be a lot of requirements will be created here. Okay, or you can just leave if you want. Let me just try it again. Oops. So we just need to run this one. Okay, so your computer will start going to show a lot of files here, right? Okay, let's wait here. Okay, and then you simply have to add the files. Like in my case, this will be withres equals to okay, and then whatever version you will going to have, it will all going to display here, right? So in my case, let me just go with 2.1.2, right, like this, and make sure you just save all of them. Great, right? Save this as well, like this. So these are the few requirements which you guys need to do before we just go ahead. So you can see that after running this code, it has given me a lot of things. So here I have this with REST 2.1.2, right? So just paste that here and make sure you just have flex and request version from here as well. So just search for flex. It should be here like this, flex 3.0.0. Okay, in my case. In your case, it can be different. Similarly, in request, just search for request. Request should be here as well. Request like this. It's 2.31.0 in my case. Okay, so just copy that and paste your request version here. Okay. That's how you have to do, and after you just put that, you can just simply remove this. Okay, great, right? So you can see that we have made changes here. Okay, make sure that you just save it, save the requirement file as well, like that. Okay, so after you will going to get 3 requirements, we all are good to go. Now guys, after we were going to make changes, you will see that in your app dot and requirement file we're going to show m, that means modification. So in that case, you just have to open your GitHub again. Just open your GitHub desktop. Now we have to push these changes to the GitHub. Okay, so just open the GitHub, and these are the 2 changes which we have done. You can see from with REST, these are the file that has been changed. Now we can just say push to, right? We have to add the both of them, push to, then just click on commit to main, then click on push origin. So these changes will also going to go to your GitHub. Okay, and that is how it works. And after you will come to GitHub again, just refresh your GitHub account, then just click here, and then my friends, you can see we have pushed to just few minutes ago, and that's how it has come to here. Okay, great. So now after you will do this, you just need to click on this create button, and then my friends, you guys will going to see this apps option, deploy your code. Just click here, and then it will going to most probably show you GitHub. Okay, so GitHub is selected. Now we don't have access to your GitHub repository. Okay, so now we have to give access to DigitalOcean to access those repositories which we have created. So just click on manage access and just sign up with your email address and password which you have created. Okay, and where you have put the repository. Then click on all repositories, click on install and authorize. Okay, now it will connect your DigitalOcean with GitHub, and you will see all your repository will show up here. Okay, so we have created this one, Python API test one. Select that. That's it. Okay, so guys, after you do this, everything will be exactly same. Click on the next button, and then you just need to click on this edit plan, and from here my friends, you can just choose whatever you want the plan. I will go with 1 container, and of course you will going to get free credits from my side, right? So it will automatically be free for you, right? And after you guys do this, so from here you just need to go to environment variable. Here basically you guys do not need to do anything. You can just simply click on next, and from the information, you can just choose whatever you want. Okay, you can just edit it. Okay, you can change the region as well according to the region where you think that lots of your visitors will come, okay, to use your API. So you can choose that, otherwise keep it by default. Then click on the next button, review things, okay, then just click on the create resource button. It will take few seconds before DigitalOcean will going to create your app like this. Okay, so you can see it's building your API, and after that it will build everything. Okay, so it may take few seconds, so wait for few seconds or few minutes until unless DigitalOcean will going to build your complete API and put it online. Now guys, you can see after few minutes the application is online. You can just simply open this link in a new tab and your application is again good to work. You can just again put that parameter which you used to put, okay, like the suggestion and keyword one, okay. Then it will going to work the same way and it's live, you can see. And if you do not want this type of weird domain name, so in that case my friends, what you guys can do, if you want domain name, okay, so from the actions you can click on manage domains, and after that you can just click on edit button, and from here you can just add your domain, right? You can just paste your domain, that's it, and just verify it. Great. And after you do this, everything is good to go. And from here in the settings in app, you can just change whatever you want to, right? And now in future, maybe if you want to increase, let me show you. Just go to settings, click on service, and if you want to scale up your business, maybe you are getting lots of API and you need more requirements, so you can just simply click on this edit button, and from here you can just increase it and save it. That's it. Great, right? So in this way we have put our API to online. Now other people can also use our API and we can make money with it.